Yo, what's happening people? I'm Era from EraTheProducer.com and welcome back to the channel. This video is quite a special one to me because I'm finally able to celebrate reaching the 1000 subscriber mark. I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel and engaged with my content. When I first made this channel, I didn't think I'd be celebrating this milestone so early, so I owe that to all of you guys. To celebrate, I'm going to be hosting a giveaway with some really cool prizes, so make sure to stay to the end of the video so you can find out exactly how to enter. For this video, I haven't really got much of a plan, I just know that I want to make a lo-fi beat as it's been a while since I covered it on the channel. So with that longer than usual intro out the way, let's jump straight into it.
Air on the track.
So to start with, I've just found a key patch inside Analog Lab. This one's called A Truth and I'm going to use this to lay down some chords. So I've made some simple chords in the C major scale. Now I'm just going to take all of these root notes and copy them down by an octave. Next I want to add a sub bass to this, so I've gone to Vital and I'm using one of the unreleased Patent Sounds bass presets called Faceplant. Next I want to add some sort of counter melody, and for this I've gone to Contact and chose the Cassette Mallets bank. This bank works really well for lo-fi beats as a lot of the presets are degraded and got some sort of noise sample underneath them. So now I'm going to start going through these sounds and adding some processing effects to give them a bit more of a lo-fi feel. At the moment this counter melody sound is a bit too bright, so the first thing I'm going to do is EQ out some of that high end. Next I've added Retro-Fi by Waves. This is the preset that I'm using and I've just turned the mix of the reverb down slightly as it was a bit too washed out. I've also added a gain plugin to my main chords as they was a little bit too quiet and I've boosted the gain by 10 dB. The next thing I've done is added wider and I'm just going to be using this to push those chords more out to the sides. So I've got both of these melodic elements routed to my melody bus and I've got Tape Mello-Fi added to that melody bus, and I'm just going to go in and dial in some presets to give it more of a vintage feel. So I'm just briefly going to interrupt this video to tell you a bit more about the giveaway and let you know how you can enter it. The giveaway is going to go live as soon as this video premiere ends and there can only be one winner. Should you be that lucky winner, these are the prizes you're going to receive. The legends over at Cable Guys were generous enough to get involved with this giveaway and they're giving me one license for each of their iconic plugins, Halftime and Kickstart 2. For those of you that have been living under a rock, Halftime is the go-to plugin for giving your melodies that dark and slow vibe, and Kickstart is a new essential in my mixing workflow to make sure that my kick and 808 are working well together. The GOAT himself, Jay Cactus, has kindly given me a copy of his Vault drum collection to give away, so you're going to have all the drums you need for any genre you want to make. And if that wasn't enough, then my guy LLB has also given me a copy of his Chambers drum kit bundle too. Alongside all these great prizes, you're also going to receive all of the paid packs from my website, including all of the Patent Sounds kits and all of my personal kits too. If you'd like to be in with a chance of winning all these prizes, then all you need to do is click like on this video and comment I'm in. Next you need to go to the link in the video description to finalise your entry. If you'd like to double your chances of winning, then make sure you're following me on Instagram at @ErrorTheProducer, and there'll be a post where you can gain some extra entries. I'm going to be announcing the winner of this giveaway 2 weeks from now, which is the 30th of August. I just want to say a huge thank you to Cable Guys, J Cactus, LLB, and the whole team over at Pattern Sounds for making this giveaway possible. And good luck to everyone who enters. Now let's get back into the video. So I like the way that melody's sounding right now, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding some drums to this sample. An easy way to get a nice bounce with your hi-hats is to come into the channel rack and fill each 4 steps. From here you can then go into the piano roll, press Ctrl and A to select them all, and then shift and drag to fill the gaps. Next you just want to make sure to decrease the velocities a little bit, and then shift and scroll the mouse wheel to move these slightly off the grid. Next I'm just going to press Alt and R to randomize these velocities a little bit more. So I've split this pattern by mixer track, and now I'm going to add it to the playlist and start arranging out some sort of structure. So the idea that I've got is to have this first 8-bar section as a sort of hook part, and then this part here is going to be a verse, and this part's going to be a bridge. So to make these sections more distinguishable from each other, I'm going to start making some of these patterns unique and changing them a little bit. I'm going to start with the sub bass in the verse part, and all I'm going to do here is simplify it a little bit by taking some of these extra hits out. Next I've made the kick unique, and here I'm going to do the exact same thing and just make a much more simple version. Next I'm going to move on to the bridge section, so I've made my counter melody unique, and all I'm going to do here is transpose it down by an octave. And then I'm also going to take this sub bass out and use the more simplified version from the verse. Now I want a sort of drum fill that's going to take me from the end of the bridge back to the start of the hook, so I'm going to copy all of these drum elements across. Then I'm just going to keep the last half a bar or so. So now I've got a basic structure for the track. I'm going to drag it all across to the 8-bar mark and start making the intro. For my intro I'm just going to use the chords, so I'm going to paste them across, and I also want to use my counter melody, but I'm going to be using the pitch down version. I'm then going to come into the mixer, and on my melody bus I've got a fruity filter loaded up, so I'm just going to right click on the cut off frequency and make an automation clip. So I've drawn in this curve, and what this is going to do is make the chords and the counter melody kind of sweep into the drop. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave this one here. When you're making lo-fi music, you want it to be nice and chill, and if you start overcomplicating things by adding too many elements, you're going to lose that vibe. Now that this track's been arranged out, it's got 3 different sections that sound different from each other, and this is going to stop the listener from getting bored. I've also added tape Lofi to the master channel to give it a bit more of a degraded sound, and here's how the full beat sounds. And that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video or if you learned anything new from it, then make sure to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. And if you're new to the channel, then do me a favour and hit that subscribe button. Remember, if you'd like to be entered into the giveaway, then comment below the video I'm in and click the link in the video description to finalise your entry. And make sure you're following me on Instagram at Era the Producer so you can get those extra entries too. Once again, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that subscribed and helped me get to 1k, and the next goal we're going for is 5k. Massive shout out to anybody that made it all the way to the end of the video. I've been Era, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.